Hi guys, welcome to this session on break-even analysis. This is the second session on the topic. In the previous session, we have seen the theory connected to this in detail. So let us solve some problems on this in this session. We already seen that break-even analysis makes use of an interesting point called break-even point. Break-even point is a point where total revenue obtained by selling a product or by producing a product is just equal to total costs associated with the production or sales of that product. So break-even point is a point at which there is no profit, no loss. So let us have a quick recap of the formulae which we already studied. The first one relates PV ratio with contribution and sales. PV ratio in this session I have referred using PVR. The symbol PVR refers to PV ratio. C stands for contribution and S stands for sales. Here contribution and sales can be taken either per unit or it can be considered in detail in total as well. Suppose PVR, that is PV ratio, is needed in percentage, use this formula, else just this much is sufficient. PVR is equal to C by S. This is a mantra which can be used for solving many problems on break-even analysis. So every time we'll be using, so that is why this is very important formula. I'm calling it as mantra. Second one is BEP in units. BEP can be represented, I already told you in the previous session, BEP can be represented in two ways. One is in units, the other one is in sales or in rupees. How do we come to know in what it is represented? By seeing its unit. If it is in units, then it is this one. If it is represented in rupees, then it is in terms of sales or amount. So if in units is needed, then this is the formula to be used. If in sales to be needed, then this formula to be used or this formula to be used. So in units, if you need fixed cost upon contribution per unit. Here contribution per unit refers to selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Here per unit data only should be considered. In total, you should not consider. Whereas here either in total it will do or per unit also it will do. Margin of safety is equal to actual sales minus BEP, either both in number or both in rupees. So let us start with the problems now. These are the symbols used. You can make out on the screen. There are few symbols with their meanings and we are already familiar with all these. Now let us come to the first problem. Pepsi company produces a single article. Following cost data is given about its product. Selling price per unit equals rupees 40. Marginal cost per unit equals rupees 24. Fixed cost per annum equals rupees 16,000. Calculate PV ratio, break-even sales, sales to earn a profit of rupees 2,000, profit at sales of rupees 60,000, new break-even sales if price is reduced by 10%. So now let us take down the data. Before that, we have seen a new term in this problem called marginal cost. Marginal cost is the other name of variable cost. Variable cost is also called as marginal cost. So let us take down the data. We have selling price per unit rupees 40. Selling price per unit rupees 40, variable cost per unit rupees 24, fixed cost is equal to 16,000 rupees. Next is, first thing to be calculated is PV ratio. PVR is equal to C by S. I already told you this is a mantra. If we have C can be used in two ways. Either you can look at it as C is equal to P plus F, or you can look at it as C is equal to S minus VC. So if S and VC per unit price are given like this, then you go for C is equal to S minus VC by S. Here either all the three can be taken in total or can be taken per unit. What data we have, based on that we have to consider. So S and VC per unit we have, let us consider per unit. S per unit 40, VC per unit 24, once again selling price per unit 40. So we get 0.4. I already told you, if we need in percentage, just multiply this by 100, you get 40%. Now break even sales if needed. There are two methods to calculate. Both of them I have mentioned here. Break even sales, whether needed in units or in rupees. In sales means in rupees or in amount, is not mentioned. So let us find out both. First, there are once again two methods. I have separated them by OR. We will see the first method. BEP in sales. In the first method, we need to calculate BEP in sales. PVR is equal to C by S. Once again, the mantra I am using. To find out BEP sales, one thing we have to be very cautious about. Whenever we use here in this place BEP sales, then C is not equal to F plus P, it is only equal to F. Even if it is equal to F plus P, P should be put 0. So C is equal to F if this is BEP sales. If this is not BEP sales, any other sales value, then C should be taken P plus F, because any other sales value will have either profit or loss. Only BEP sales will not have any profit or loss. So that is why should be carefully used. PVR is equal to BEP in sales in the denominator, so numerator F. I have the F value, substitute PVR, substitute, we get BEP in sales 40,000. Unit to be written is rupees because this is in sales. In units, if you need, it's very simple. BEP in sales value, whatever we have, divide by sales price per unit. So in this method, we get BEP in sales first, then BEP in units. In the second method, we get BEP in units first and then BEP in sales. All problems we cannot solve using both the methods. Only some problems wherein we have the convenient data to solve in both the ways, then only we can solve. So whichever is easier, just adopt. BEP in units is equal to F by contribution per unit. F is nothing but fixed cost, 16,000 divided by 40 minus 24,000 units. Same answer we are getting, but we are adopting here bottom to top approach. What we did previously, quite opposite to that. BEP in sales, if you want, simply multiply BEP in units by sales price per unit, we get it. Next, coming to the next part of it, what is the sales to be done to earn a profit of rupees 2,000, he says. Whenever profit is considered, it's understood sales is not referred to BEP sales but other than BEP sales. More than BEP sales in particular, because there is a profit. If there is a loss, then it will be less than BEP sales. So that note is given here. Use the same mantra, but here S is equal to sales and hence C should be equal to P plus F. So let us use the formula. In place of C, let us write P plus F. In place of S, let us write sales in rupees. So just exchange the places of PVR and sales in rupees. We get sales in rupees because that is to be found out. So bring it to the left, substitute the values, we get the answer. If sales in numbers is needed, just you divide that by selling price per unit, 1125 units to get a profit of 2,000. Profit at sales of rupees 60,000. Now this is in the other way it is asked. Sales is given 60,000 rupees. How much profit will be earned at that sales is needed to be calculated. Once again the same formula, but here since S is associated with the profit, it is not BEP sales, so C should be P plus F. Just substitute. What is needed is profit, so keep this on the left, multiply this and this, and then after that subtract from this F, that is fixed cost, we get the profit 8,000 rupees with the sales of 60,000. And lastly, in the problem it is asked, if price is reduced by 10%, what will be the new break-even sales? Now, I already told in the previous class, in the theory class, whenever price is changed, break-even point will also change. That is why break-even analysis is used for changing prices, for decision making with respect to price changing. How many should be produced to break even? That means how many should be produced, what should be the volume of the product to have no profit, no loss point, so that further we should produce to obtain the profit. So here once again not mentioned whether BEP in units or BEP in sales is needed. So first let us find out, because it's told that price is reduced by 10%. Reduced, so let us go for minus here. If it is increased, I would have gone for plus. How much it is reduced by? 10%. 10% of selling price. First find out 10% of selling price. Subtract that from 40 because that was the original selling price, and subtraction because reduced by. If it was increased by, you just add. So when we subtract, we get 36 rupees. This is the new selling price. So new break-even sales to be found out. Once again, let us use the same formula, but because per unit prices are there, we can move in this direction. So SC's new selling price 36, variable cost is 24 itself, selling price is 36 once again. Because selling price is changed, PVR has to be calculated newly. So for BEP sales, I already told you C is equal to F. So same formula I am using, but in place of S I am using BEP sales, in place of C it is F. In the other way of looking at this formula. So same formula, but in the other way I am substituting, and the answer is 48,000. So corresponding to this new BEP sales, new BEP in units, if you want, simply divide that by new selling price per unit. Remember, not by 40 but by 36. Or the other way of calculating is calculate BEP in units first using F by contribution, new contribution, because new contribution is given by new selling price per unit minus VC per unit. So you get this much. New BEP sales will be just multiplied by new selling price per unit, that is 36. So end of first problem. Let us move on to second problem. From the following information, find out PV ratio, sales, margin of safety. We have all the formulae with us handy, so let us calculate. The data also given additionally. Fixed cost is 40,000, profit 20,000, BEP is 80,000. Here let us start with answering this. Compared to previous problem, in this problem, profit, BEP, okay, given. In the previous problem, selling price per unit and VC per unit were given. Now they are absent here. If they are given, then it's easy to calculate. We can play with any formula. But if they are not given, restrictions are imposed on us. So in a particular fashion only we can move. Now, BEP is equal to 80,000 rupees. It is given. I already told you BEP can be represented both in either units or in rupees. So how to identify which is given? Just see this unit, rupees. So BEP is given in amount or in sales. So after deciding that, let us go to PV ratio calculation. PVR is equal to C by S. We cannot move for contribution is equal to selling price per unit minus VC per unit because they are not given. So fixed cost by BEP in sales. Whenever this is BEP in sales, P is absent here, so it is C is equal to F. Substitute, we get 50%. Now it's asked sales means what? Sales corresponding to earn a profit of 2,000. It is just asked what is the sales. So it's understood sales corresponding to profit 20,000. Same formula once again, but since S is not BEP sales, other than that C should be substituted as P plus F. So on substituting we get 1,20,000 rupees. Margin of safety, either go for actual sales in number minus BEP in number, or actual sales in rupees minus BEP in rupees. We have in rupees, so we get 40,000 rupees. Let us move on to third problem. Bansi company manufactures a single product having a marginal cost of rupees 1.5 per unit. I already told you marginal cost refers to variable cost, and per unit value is given. Fixed cost is 30,000 per annum per year. Fixed cost will never be mentioned with respect to per unit. The market is such that up to 40,000 units can be sold at a price of rupees 3 per unit, but any additional sales must be made at rupees 2 per unit. Company has a planned profit of 50,000 rupees. How many units must be made and sold? This is a problem which focuses at calculating how many units to be produced to target a particular amount of profit. 50,000 profit to be earned. For that, how many to be produced? But the complication over here is two types of selling prices are fixed. First, 40,000 units will be sold at 3 rupees per unit. Remaining units will be sold at 2 rupees. Remaining how many? We have to calculate. So there are two cases very clearly. Before that, the things which are common are written here: VC per unit, fixed cost and profit. Case 1, let us consider. In this case, find P1 for sales of 40,000. It's already given. First 40,000 will be sold at rupees 3. Let us start with the data which is available. First 40,000 at rupees 3. Remaining how many at rupees 2? We don't know. So let us start with the known fact, that is 40,000 at rupees 3. If we want to sell 40,000 at rupees 3, what is the profit that we are going to earn? Let us call it as P1. Definitely it will be less than P. How much is that? Let us see. In case 1, everything is having the suffix 1. So PVR is equal to C by S is the normal mantra which we are going to use. PVR1 is equal to C1 by S1. C1 is S1 minus VC by S1. We have per unit 3 for first 40,000, remember, minus VC per unit divided by selling price per unit. It is 50%. And same formula let us used, but what will be P1 we have to calculate. So let us keep P1 plus F for C1, and S1 is sales. Sales we get in rupees by using 40,000 units into selling price rupees 3. So we get S1 as 40,000 into 3. PVR1 is 50%. C1 to be found out. So let us find it out. We get 60,000. If we want P1 out of it, subtract F from this value. So it is 30,000 rupees. Total profit is 50,000. The profit we get by selling 40,000 units is 30,000 rupees. Now remaining profit left out is 20,000 rupees. What should be the sales to earn 20,000 rupees profit? Everything remains same as this. There is no change at all. But one important thing we have to remember here is, when we use this formula second time, we will be putting F equals 0. Very important. F stands for fixed cost. 0 in the second case. Reason is fixed cost is already used. Duplication of using it is not correct. So only once we are supposed to use, it is used here. Take fixed cost equals 0. So sales to be done in amount is 80,000 rupees to get a profit of 20,000 rupees. We want in units because it's in the question asked how many more units to be produced. So divide that by selling price per unit. Now guys, very careful, 2 rupees to be taken, not 3 rupees, because we are finding out the additional units to be sold. So it is 40,000 units. Now let us add both, because how many to be produced it is asked in total. So S1 units is 40,000, S2 in units is 40,000. Totally 80,000 units should be produced, so that to get a profit of 50,000, wherein first 40,000 will be sold at 3 rupees, remaining 40,000 will be sold at 2 rupees. Now let's move on to next problem. From the following particulars, find out the break-even point. Variable cost per unit, fixed expenses, selling price per unit is given. Finding out break-even is very easy. FC divided by contribution per unit, which is 20 minus 50. Additionally, it is asked what should be the selling price per unit if the break-even point should be brought down to 6,000 units. This is the second scenario. First scenario, getting this is very simple, 10,800 units. BP in units if at all needed, just divide that by selling price. BP in units is obtained here. Now it is asked if new BEP is 6,000, what should be the selling price per unit. So new BEP means whenever BEP is given, first we have to decide whether it is in units or rupees. The unit here is units, so it is not in rupees. We have to use this now. So BEP in units is equal to F by contribution per unit. Put in place of BEP 6,000, fixed cost remains same, variable cost remains same per unit. What is the new selling price per unit? If you calculate, it comes to 24 rupees. Coming to fifth problem, from the following information, ascertain by how much the value of sales must be increased by the company to break even. So sales are given, fixed cost is given, variable cost is given. Note that here per unit costs are not there. Problem seems to be simple because very small problem, but per unit costs are not given. So how do we move about? Now, same formula, but you cannot use this in this way, like this. BEP in units is equal to F by, here we have no this kind of calculation. This formula we cannot use there in that problem. Reason is these values are absent, and here in total we cannot substitute, so this formula cannot be adopted. Then only left out is continuing with our usual mantra, but here the plus point of this formula is that here per unit calculation is also possible, total value calculation is also possible. So let us substitute. C is S minus VC by S. S in total 3 lakh, VC 2 lakh, and S 3 lakh, it is 33.33%. Once we have this value, once again the same formula, but S is BEP in sales we are using, so C should be F. We get BEP in sales 4,50,000. But he has not asked total BEP in sales how much. If present sales is 3 lakh, by what amount it has to be increased to get break-even sales is asking. So 4,50,000 minus 3 lakh is equal to 1,50,000 rupees. Let's move on to last problem. The beauty of this problem is neither individual costs are given nor few of the costs not given at all, neither in total nor per unit. Let us see this problem. The fixed costs amount to rupees 50,000. Percentage of variable costs to sales is given to be 66 2/3%. Find out the break-even point. I already told you to find out break-even point, either we can calculate PV ratio and then we can calculate, or else we can calculate directly break-even point in units as F by contribution per unit. Here in what way you have to find out, it is not given, but based on data we have to move. So if we see the data, only this much is given. So neither contribution formula we can use, that is BEP in units formula we can use, nor this. It seems like that, but we can use this because here S minus VC by S separately if we take, we don't have data here. We lack the data because VS and S separately not given here, neither in total given nor per unit given. So here we can, but still we can use this formula. That is the beauty of this particular formula. I call it as mantra. S by S is 1. So we can write this as 1 minus VC by S. So S separately is not needed. If VC as a percentage of S is given, even then we can apply this. So 66.67% is nothing but 0.6667. So last 6 is rounded off here actually. So subtract, we get this much, 33.33%. So PVR is equal to C by S once again, because ultimately I want BEP in sales, not PVR. So just replace these two, exchange these two places. So we get BEP in sales on the left, it is 1,50,000 rupees. Per BEP in units not possible to calculate because selling price per unit is not given. So this is the end of the session. We have completed unit 4. Both depreciation and break-even analysis, everything got over. Next I'll give few problems to you. Try to solve based on the knowledge what you have obtained so far by going through these two PPTs, these two presentations. Thank you for your patience hearing.